B3. What up? We are live. What up? What up? What up? Big break on the table. Big break. My Knicks not doing so hot at home, man. You just got to hope they continue what they've done so far and play better on the road. But in the Eastern Conference Championship, being down 2-0, not good. Not good. What up, B3? All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to put we are live now. We are live now, B3. All right. We'll give it just a minute or two for those who are going to pop in to get in here. And then we'll get started. Let's say 11:05 we'll get started. It's 11:04. And then whoever doesn't make it in can join us later. But I got a game tomorrow with Mason at 10 o'clock. So we got to be there at like 9:15. So I got to get to bed somewhat early. Not crazy early, but somewhat early. Man, bummed out about my Knicks, though. All right. Let's get started, B3. It's time. Need that other light. All right, here we go. We're going to get started with a list of ownership. We got Bogey on the Cardinals, Ox on the Falcons, Joe Lurch on the Ravens, Adam Light on the Bills. We got Trace Cartwright hopping in on Carolina. Adam Light also on the Bears. We got Joe Lurch on the Bengals. Cleveland still open and available. They're going for 24 if anyone wants them. If not, we'll just keep them and hope for a hit out of Spectra. We got Joe Estrada, welcome back, sir, on the Cowgirls. We got Metzi on Denver. Gravedigger in on the Lions. We got Unky Boom on the Pack. Joe Lurch on Houston. Jamie O'Hara on the Colts. Harlan Benner in on the Jags. We got B3 on the Chiefs. Brian Friends on the Raiders. Ox, a.k.a. Charles Wiley Oxendine on the Chargers. We got Gravy on the Rams. Adam Light on the Dolphins. Steiner, Black and Gold breaks in on the Vikings. We got Mike Haralambis on the Patriots. Benny Lamp on the Saints. I got the boys on the G-Men. Wayne Mowry in on the Jets. Mike Haralambis on the Eagles. Jeff Kalaji's on the Steelers. Mr. Larissa in on the Niners. Seattle is still up for grabs, open and available. They are 26 if anyone wants them. If not, I will keep them and hope for a hit out of Spectra. So that's Seattle still open. Be Friends in on the Bucks. We got Joe Estrada also on the Titans, and then Goody rounding us out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player. All right, what are we breaking tonight? Well, we got a lot, but first we're going to take this down because we don't want it to fall. We got 6 of the hangers. These come with the purple scope as the insert. You're looking for your ultra rare inserts, including the downtown duos, uptowns, and more. Hash marks as well. So we got 6 of these. There's one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 6. Boom. So that's our appetizer for the evening. We got 2 of the megas. Looking for your green hyper parallels. Ultra rares include the downtown duos, uptowns, hash marks, and more. Two. And then we got 6 blasters. They are the ones with the pink parallel. Looking for your ultra rare downtown duos, uptowns, hash marks, and more. Autos and mems are possible. You also have 1 auto or mem guaranteed out of the mega, but we have never seen an auto come out of a mega. And we opened probably 40 of them now. So that was 3, 6. And then you got the big boy, Spectra. I know it looks like it says 1, but it says 4. 4 autos, 4 mems. So you got an auto and a mem coming out of every single pack. You're looking for the ultra rare color sphere. Kind of excited for this one. We never opened Spectra. So excited to see what this one, brings out. Okay. Well, we're going to start with the hangers and kind of go from there. David Matt coming in to close it. What up, sir? Welcome in. Just saw it. I tagged you earlier. I was like, he might be interested. Spectra, like, there's hits for every team in there. Really nice PC teams that get pulled. So, you got a lot of PC hits. There's a lot of veterans in there because you're getting 4 autos. So you're getting a couple rookies, a couple vets. I mean, Spectra, there's a reason why, it goes for as high as it does. It's a great product. What up, Benny? All right, I got you. So you're taking Seattle and the Brownies. Perfect. Just mark you down real quick, sir. And then we'll get started. My man on the last spot, Mojo. All right. All right, so I got you marked on the list. Let me update the post too so no one else tries to grab them. All right, where is it? Here we go. Edit. David Matt. And then David Matt. Boom. Do-do. Boom. And then I just saw you sent funds, so let me mark that. Perfect. All right, we are good to go. Let's get that out of the way. All right, list good to go. Post good to go. I think we're good. All right. As I said, let's start with the hangers and go from there. David Matt scooping up the Brownies and the Seahawks at the end to close us out officially. What up, goody goody? 400, man. What the heck happened? Where did time go, guys? I'm going to be 40 this year. That's a milestone one. That's crazy to think about. I don't want to think about it. Here we go. Kobe Turner, Matty Stafford, QJ, Michael Mayer, Zach Ertz, D-Hop, Chris Godwin, Mike Gesicki, Chris Jones, Jarrett Stidham, Zay Flowers, Romeo Dobbs, Adam Thielen, DeForest Buckner, Deshaun Watson. You got Keon Coleman on a hollow going out to Adam Light. Great start for Buffalo. Diamond Hands, Maserati Marv. There we go. Bogey on the board early. Dak Prescott on the passing grade. Max Melton going out to Bogey on Arizona as well. That's the purple scope. And then, of course, little quarterback sneaking out in the back. Charles Wiley Oxendine on Penix. Boom. Beautiful. Keon Coleman hollow. Got to get the Bills up. Sleeved. Maserati Marv on the diamond hands. Last year, that was a prism insert. It was all sparkly and shiny. Not so much this year. Base. All right. One in. Was excited to have a weekend off. And then we rescheduled a game for tomorrow for baseball. My little one has a soccer game. So what we thought would be a weekend off is going to be busy. What up, Metsy? Josh Downs, Chase Brown, Travis Kelce, Micah, King Henry, AJ Dillon, Chuba, MPJ. We got Slayton, Kendre Miller, Jabril, Brissett, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Kobe Turner. You got Jabril Peppers on a hollow. That is going to go to the Patriots. Mike Haralambis. Best buddies, best tutties. Dallas, Joe Estrada on the Dak and CD. These were also like a prism or a hollow last year. Not this year. Spencer Rattler coming out on the rookie recruits. The little military tribute card. That's the Saints. Benny Lamp. Jace McClellan on the purple scope. Beautiful card. Clearly, Ox, we would prefer that to be Penix as well, but, can't get them all. And then you got Rook. Can't get them all. We got to get Penix out on some color, though. That's for sure. Little best buddies. On to the next. Number 3. Scotty, what up, kid? Welcome in. Struble in the house. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was just saying 400. Holy cow. Where has the time gone? COVID doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Zay Flowers, Romeo Dobbs, Adam Thielen, DeForest Buckner, Deshaun, James Conner, Lil Jordan, Levante, Shake and Bake, K9, Ayuk, Minka, Jay Carter, Jay Hertz, Garrett Wilson. Hollow is Xavier McKinney, the ex-Giant, going out to Unky Boom on Green Bay. Penix back again, this time on a My House. Penix getting started early. Got Jermaine Burton. Penix going out to Ox. Burton going out to Joe Lurch. Roman Wilson on the scope. Nice one there. Jeff Kalaji's. We'll take that. And then Dylan Lobb coming out for Be Friends. Where am I? It's like, what am I doing? What am I grabbing? I meant to grab Penix. I picked up the other one. Nice My House, though. These used to be shiny as well. All these inserts were shiny and like prismed last year. Not this year, though. I find that interesting that they moved away from that. I don't see nothing wrong with having a little color on the inserts, you know, make them shiny. Nope. They said, no, sir, not this year. I like that they also took the velocity, like lasers, out of the downtowns. I like the downtown to be like a smooth, shiny finish in the background. For Optic last year, I didn't like that they all had those, like, I think they call it velocity. They weren't like the velocity parallel. I don't know why I can't get this to stand up in the rack. But I like the simple, plain look of Donruss and what they did this year. I know some people miss the old set, though. Some people like it, the velocity variation. Still sore. Made my long-awaited return. Dang. Bro, I would fall apart if I tried to go play hockey with them now, Scott. I would fall apart. Hard enough keeping up with 12 and 13-year-olds on a basketball court, let alone hockey, which I was never good at anyway. All right, here we go. B3. Number 4. Jahmyr Gibbs, Curtis Samuel, Tank Dell, DJ Moore, the other Josh Allen, Kyle Hamilton, Xavier McKinney, Tyson Bagent, Fred Warner, Brock Purdy, Najee, AJ Brown, Alan Lazard, Kayvon Thibodeau, Danny Dimes. You got Cooper DeJean on a beautiful hollow for the Eagles. Nice card. Mike Haralambis. You got the Jalen Waddle chain reaction going out to Miami. Adam Light, Javon Baker to the Patriots on a hidden potential. That is Mike Haralambis. I thought it was another Cooper DeJean. I was going to say, no way. Purple scope is Shipley. So Eagles just 8 in that box. That is Max Melton rounding it out for Bogey. Both the Eagles going out to Mike Haralambis. Shipley on the scope. Beautiful card. And then you got DeJean. That's a sweet one, too. Very nice. Mikey starting off hot. All right, bench is good. Number 5 on the hanger. All right, here we go. Portland Sutton, Roquan Smith, Quay Walker, J.C. Horn, T-Law, Jerome Ford, Zay Jones, PS2, Dotson, Legarius, Will Levis, Rashad White, Zach Charbonnet, George Kittle, TJ Watt, Kendre Miller is your hollow. That's the Saints. Benny Lamp. Stephon Diggs on the play action going out to Houston. Joe Lurch. You got Dallas Turner on the rookie recruits. That is Minnesota. Steinert. BTJ, who did not show up last break pretty much at all. Gets one of the top hits other than the ultra rare out of the hanger. Very nice. Harlan Benner. What a card. Bang. Jonathan Brooks rounds it out for Carolina, and Trace Cartwright. BTJ, what a hit. Boom. All right, 2 for them. That's it. All right, here we go. Last hanger. Empty box. Here we go. Treylon Burks leading it off. Levante David, Shake and Bake, K9, Ayuk, Minka, Jalen Carter, Jerome Ford, Zay Jones, PS2, James Cook, Joe Mixon, Gardner Minshew, Javante, Mark Andrews, holding back Lamar Jackson on the hollow. That's going to be Joe Lurch. Run CMC on the My House. JJ McCarthy finally coming out for Alan Stein. Little primary colors. JJ. Kamani Vidal going out to Ox on the Chargers on the scope. And then you got Kool-Aid on the base going out to the Saints and Benny. These purple scopes are beautiful cards. You're basically, I mean, if you're not getting a downtown or uptowns or any ultra rare, the best card coming out of that box is usually that purple scope, and it costs you about $30 to get your hands on one. They're not like, they got to have some value. They're always going to be a sellable parallel. Love Spectra. Tough it out, but yeah, that's what I was just saying, Scotty. The thing about Spectra is there's hits for every single team. You got 4 autos in the box, so you can't do 4 rookies. Very rare. You're going to get vets in there, right? And out of the vets, you're going to have a shot at some really good PC hits for, like all-time greats for teams. So I think that's cool. That's what makes me really like it. The only issue is that, sorry, I'm looking, there he is. The only issue is that it's you're not guaranteed a big hit for every team, but it's an expensive product, right? So it's an expensive product, but pretty much every team has a shot. You're just guaranteed nothing, which was pretty much the same for all breaks, but it's just a more expensive pill to swallow. Put it that way. That's my feeling on Spectra. Now, I didn't buy it when it was $1,000 a box, thankfully. I waited on Spectra, knowing after a few years that Spectra usually comes down. So you don't have to spend a crap ton of money to get it right away when it first releases. If you wait it out for a few months, you can usually get it at a little bit more of an affordable price. But it took me years to learn that. Now, like Prism, you can't do that with. Not usually, not on a normal year. But Gold Standard, you can. You don't have to buy it at release. Spectra, don't have to buy it at release. You know, there's just certain things I picked up along the way that after watching it for a few years, certain products usually go down and certain products usually go up. And just knowing which ones those are. But it took, a long time to learn that. And still none of it is guaranteed. You could think you know a product and that it's not going to do well, and then it shocks the hell out of you and does really well. You know which one every year that I have people try to tell me it'll come down is Absolute. And I always tell them it'll never come down. It's always going to go up or hold its initial raise because the kabooms are in there. And the kaboom is the insert that comes out of retail that has the highest value for anyone, for any vet or rookie. You're talking $1,000 hit usually for, whether it's a Josh Allen, third year or a, Trevor Lawrence, rookie one, or, one of the rookies this year, Purdy rookie one. It's going to be $1,000, which I think is, awesome that it holds its value like that. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's continue. Unky Boom. What up? Thank you, sir. I was just saying, like, how did we get to 14? When did that happen? I feel like COVID wasn't that long ago, I don't know. It feels like time has just flown. All right, blaster number 1 on the table. We got Miles Sanders, Saquon Barkley, Jordan Addison coming out on a hollow for Steiner. You got Ben Sinnott on a rated for Goody Goody, Chuba, Jonnu, Jalen McMillan coming out for B Friends on a pink. That's a nice one. Tip Raymond on the rated coming out for Bogey. You got Michael Pittman Jr., Tua, JT, Jonathan Taylor on the hollow. That is Jamie O'Hara. Jeremiah Trotter on a rook going out to Mike Haralambis. Trey Hendrickson, Puka, Quinion Mitchell on the pink hollow going out to Philly, Mike Haralambis. You got Blake Corum for the Rams and Gravedigger. Kyler Murray, Hayden Hurst, Jay Jetta on the chain reaction. That's Steiner as well. Then you got Ladd McConkey coming out for the Chargers and Ox. Drake, Mad Max, Ramondre on the hollow. That would be Mike Haralambis as well. And then Dallas Turner rounding it out for the Vikings and Steiner. Blaster number 1. All right. TIP, Tip, and Trotter. Good to go. right, bench is set. Let's go to blaster number 2. Empty box. Security tag. Security tags. When there's 2 in a blaster, we've seen that those boxes can be really good. That was a trend. I don't know, I think we might have some kind of a hit in this one. There might be an ultra rare coming. I think I see something, B3. I think I see something. Oh, yeah, there's a blue sparkle in there. That's an ultra rare coming. All right, B3. Let's see who it is. Kyler Murray. What's up, Vanessa? Zach Ertz. You got Jaden Hicks on a pink going out to B3. Quinion Mitchell going out to Mike Haralambis. Drake, D-Hop, Mostert on the hollow. That is Miami. Adam Light. You got Jalen McMillan on the base going out to B Friends. Hutchie, Godwin, Troy Franklin on the hollow. Pink going out to Denver. That is Metzi. Tyler Newbin for the boys. Bryce Young, Big Cat Leo Williams. You got Nate Wiggins on the hidden potential going out to the Ravens. That one's going to be Joe Lurch. And then Joe Alt on the rated for the Chargers and Ox. Jonathan Taylor holding back. Kamani Vidal, blue sparkle or blue glitter. Bang, that's a color match too for the Chargers and Ox on the board with the ultra rare. You got Marshawn Lloyd coming out for the Pack. That is going to be Unky Boom. Braylon Trice going out to Ox on Atlanta. And then you got Jamar Chase, Gino holding back. Jerzon. Thought it was going to be JD5 for you, Goody, but it's Jersey. Jersey Fig Newton. And then Mason Smith for the Jags and Harlan. We got the whammy on that one. Goody. Wah, wah, wah. That's all I heard in my head when I saw his belly. I was like, that's not Jaden. Kamani Vidal, though, on the board with the ultra rare. We'll take that. Boom. Fig Newton. Marshawn Lloyd. Franklin. Jaden Hicks. Newbin and McMillan. You got Smith. Trice. Braylon Trice. Real name, no gimmicks. That was Slim Shady. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside. Pretty sure it was that song. Anyway. Rambling. All right. Blaster number 3 coming up. That's going over there. Just getting the bench set up here, B3. Bear with me one moment. Uno minuto. Dang, it's like every team has 1 card. No one's really got 2 yet. Very little teams have 2. Dang. Okay, then. Number 3. This will put us halfway through the blasters. Blasters have definitely had the best hit rate for us so far. And look what just popped out, B3. Two security tags. We know what that means. Usually that means it's a darn good box. So good luck to us. Maybe we can get another ultra rare here out of Boca Raton down in Florida. Let's go. All right, here we go. Trayvon Diggs, Kayvon Thibodeau, Nate Wiggins coming out for Joe Lurch on the pink hollow. Eric All, that's going to be Cincy. Joe Lurch as well. We got Lamar, Danny Dimes, Michael Mayer on the hollow, going out to Be Friends. Terrion Arnold going out to Gravedigger. You got Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, Jaheim Bell on the pink hollow for the Patriots. Mike Aralambis. JD5 finally coming out. Goody. Gets him on the board. Hopefully that can spark something for you. Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson, Michael Penix back again. Ox, you got Aldrick Estime, Metzi, Zeke Elliott, Jay Jetta, Jalen McMillan again, this time on the hollow for Be Friends. Kool-Aid coming out for Benny Lamp. Then you got Ty Algier, JJ McCarthy on the hyper. Blue rookie phenom. Nice little hit there for Allen. Then you got Tavondre Sweat for Tennessee and Joe Estrada. DJ James for Seattle and David Matt. So we did have something, and there wasn't an ultra rare, but a nice quarterback hit. Usually that 2 security tag is a dead giveaway that it's a decent box. That's what I've seen so far. Although the blue glitter came out of one with 1, so there you go. Nothing is foolproof. No strategy or superstition is foolproof when it comes to cards. Primary colors for Penix. And JD5 finally gets on the board. Blanked last break, too. So, like, literally finally gets back on the board. Get those out of there. We need a big sleeve for JJ. Nice hit, Alan. We'll take it. Hopefully that gets JJ rolling. All right, we got a couple more here. We got a sleeve up. DJ, Kool-Aid. Estime. All right. Box number 3 in the books. good there. We got to get these guys up there. All right. I think I'm all in order. Bench is set. Going to number 4. Security tag went flying. Empty box. Throw some more top loaders up here. Keep it going here, B3. We're on a nice little run here. Let's see if we can keep that rolling. Got a nice quarterback color, a little glitter. What else can we find? I think we got another. Oh, yeah, we got another patch, so that's good. Keep that side of it rolling at least. All right, here we go. Montez Sweat, Travarius Ward, George Pickens on the holo, going out to Jeff Kalajis. Chris Jenkins, going out to Joe Lurch on Cincy. Dalton Schultz, DK Metcalf, Bo Nix on the lighted up. Nice one there for Metzi, trying to get Bo going. Ben Sinnott coming out for Washington. Goody, goody. You got Shakir, Mike Evans, Devontae Walker for Joe Lurch on the Ravens. Nice pink hollow there. Jalen Wright from Miami. Adam Light on the rated. You got David Montgomery. Tyjae Spears, MPJ for Indy, and Jamie O'Hara on the hollow. Theo Johnson for the boys on the base. You got Kirk Cousins, Scary Terry, Leak coming out on the pink. Nice hollow for the boys. JC Latham, Tennessee. That is going to be Joe Estrada. My homies always gets a sleeve. Then you're sitting on the Keon Coleman, first year freshie. Buffalo, Adam Light staying hot. Roman Wilson on the pink hollow. Dejon Edwards on the base. Both going out to Jeff Kalajis. Nice Roman Wilson pink. We'll take that. You know Malik's getting up there. We're going to need a few podiums added. I'm going to say 3 or 4, so we're going to drop 4 just in case. So you know you got Leak for sure. Bo for sure. Theo will join Malik. You got Jalen Wright. And then you got another Sinnott to go up there with JD5. Get the base out of there. Keon Coleman. Got to get him up there. Okay. 4 blasters in. Four in. McMillan's having a nice day as well. He just realized he had 3, so we got to get him up on a podium. Metzi getting the podium going. All right, I think we're good. Let's get these resituated. Trying to see how many I can fit. Oh, yeah. We can leave them side by side for a while until one of them figures out who's going to take that next middle spot. All right, B3, number 5. Security tag on top. That's interesting. Snuck out there somehow. Empty box. Yeah, the star on the back looks nasty. It's a great picture. I agree, Vanessa. I agree. All right. Here we go. No patch in this one. Dawson Knox leading it off. Minka, Adonai Mitchell, Jamie O'Hara on the hollow. Nice one there. Dejon Edwards for Jeff Kalages. You got Jeff Okuda, Jalen Carter, Javon Bullard going out to Unky Boom on a pink. B Friends getting the Michael Pratt. You got Amon Ra, Brandon Ayuk, Drake May finally coming out for Mike Haralambis on the passing grade. Chris Jenkins on the rated. Cincy. That is Joe Lurch. You got Bijan, K9, AJ Barner going out to Seattle on the pink hollow. That is David Matt. We'll take that. You got Ben Sinnott on a rated for Goody Goody. Dak, Shake and Bake, Zach Charbonnet on a hollow going out to Seattle. That is David Matt as well. Then you got Jalen Wright on a rated for Miami, Adam Light. Joe Burrow, Shake and Bake, Jermaine Burton for Joe Lurch on a pink hollow and a base. So Burton on the board. Nice hollow for Adonai Mitchell. Varner trying to keep up the Seahawks in the fight. We got Jalen Wright. Another Sanat. And Drake May on the passing grade. We got to get him on a podium. All right, we got one more blaster to go, and then our megas. What up, goody goody? What you laughing at? Oh, the star comment? Or me? Probably me. I probably said something dumb. Half paying attention what I'm doing. Patriots on a podium. Doo-doo. All right, good. 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 Green Bay. Now has 2. Good. All right. Bench is set. Man, it's only 12. We're making great time. Can't wait for Spectra. Spectra is going to be a lot of fun. Love me some Spectra. Empty box. Security tag. Last blaster V3 before our megas. Need a sip of seltzer. Fig Newton. Yeah. Disappointing every time I see him. I'm like, really? Really? That's the one that came out? Not even Ben Sanat or McCaffrey? But Jersey Newton? Come on, man. Come on, man. What are you doing? Newton. Killing me. All right, here we go. Last blaster. Good luck, B3. Buckner, Carter, J.C. Latham on the hollow. Joe Estrada. You got Luke McCaffrey for goody goody. Thielen, Minka, Trey Benson coming out for bogey on the hollow. Braden Fisk, Rams, Gravedigger, Romeo Dobbs, Ayuk, BTJ on the 2014 retro. That is going to be Harlan. Then you got Caleb coming out on a base for the Bears. Adam Light, Zay Flowers, K9, Braylon Allen on the hollow. Going out to the Jets, Wayne Mowry. Jace McClellan going out to the Falcons and Ox. Then you got Shake and Bake, Hawkinson on the hollow for Steinert. Roman Wilson on the rated for Jeff Kalages. You got Stidham, Levante, Jaquan Jackson for the Titans on a pink hollow. I think he's a receiver. And then Devontae Walker for the Ravens. Jaquan going out to Tennessee, Joe Estrada. And Devontae going out to Joe Lurch on Baltimore. So not the best ending to the blaster, but we did get our first ultra rare out of that one, so we'll take it. We got some of those totally certified football boxes coming in. We have Donruss Clearly in the house already. think we got 5 or 6 of those. So yeah, some good stuff on deck. Totally Certified, Donruss, and then Contenders Optic coming out very soon around the corner. Excited for Contenders Optic. One of my favorite times of the year is when Optic Contenders comes out and you get those rookie tickets. Beautiful cards. They're also they usually hold their value really well too, the rookie ticket autos. So big fan of those from Contenders and Contenders Optic. All right. Blasters are Dunzo. Then Tennessee has all 3 of their rated rookies in the pink hollow. Like all 3 have pink hollows for all of them. That's crazy. Titans. They're heating up. I can feel a hit coming for them. Who's on the Titans? Joe Estrada. All right, first mega. Let's get it, B3. Empty box. Of course it's a patch. I really don't think they put autos in megas. I don't think it's possible. I think it's a farce. It is a fallacy. Just not true. They're not in there. I really don't believe they are. All right, here we go. Mega number 1. Good luck, B3. Lamar, Josh Jacobs, Tajay. I dropped Mr. 1,000 yards. Mike Evans. Chop Robinson on the green hyper going out to Miami and Adam Light. That's a nice one. Kamani Vidal stays hot for the Chargers and Ox. You got Rashad White, Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice, Joey Bosa, Isaiah Spiller, Devin Leary on the hidden potential going out to Joe Lurch. Then you got Edge Cooper going out to Unky Boom on a rated, and Ryan Flournoy going out to Dallas and Joe Estrada. You got Bryce Young, JT, Achan, Higbee, Kamari Lassiter on the green hyper going out to Houston, Joe Lurch, Marshawn Nealon to Joe Estrada. You got Will Levis, Drake London, Aiden Hutchinson, Harrison Smith, Sammy D, Adonai Mitchell, green hyper going out to Jamie O'Hara. Very nice. Tyrone Tracy Jr. going out to the boys. You got Byron Murphy, Seattle, David Matt, Trey Hendrickson, Kyler Murray, Jamal Williams, Kayshawn Boot, Malik Neighbors coming out on the play action, Torrey Taylor going out to the Bears, and Adam Light. Then you got J.J. McCarthy on a base for Steiner, Trayvon, Jacoby, Scary Terry holding back, Cooper DeJean on the first-year freshie. Eagles stay hot, Mike Haralambis, very nice. Jalen Hyatt on the hollow for the boys. Then you got Javon Bullard for Unky Boom and A.J. Barner for the Seahawks and David Matt. So the Dejinski kind of makes up for the subpar hits before. A couple of base and, inserts, but nothing crazy. But then Cooper DeJean comes out. That's a beauty. he's got value. He sells. He is a hot rookie prospect that people want to buy. Nice one for the Colts with Adane. Lassiter on the board. Chop, runner-up for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Or Defensive Rookie of the Year, excuse me. Torrey Taylor. Murphy. A couple of rookies for Dallas. And Joe Estrada. You got Nealand and Flournoy. Get these guys sleeved up real quick, and we'll get into Mega Numero Dos. JJ made another appearance. Malik makes another appearance. Along with Tyrone Tracy. He flashed big time as a rookie for the Giants. Cooper. Leary. And Vidal, who's having himself a day. Who would have thought Kamani would be leading the way? But he's having himself a nice little day for a little-known rookie. A couple of Packers. All right, let's get ourselves in order here. All right, good there. Looking for the Colts or the Texans. Colt, there we go. We got a Colt. Good. No Texans. All right. Boom. Bench is set. Let's clear this off a little bit. We got a lot of Optic dust. Good. Optic just leaves so much like shrapnel from the card dust. All right. Last one before Spectra. We could use one last little pick-me-up, but I feel something coming. The table's been really hot, so it can't, I feel like we have to get one more big ultra rare or something. Maybe Spectra is going to be the thing to provide it, but something's got to be lurking. Something's lurking. We're going to let this one marinate though for a moment because I really have to use the restroom. I gotta pee, and I put a seltzer in the freezer. I want to take it out before it freezes, so we're gonna let this one marinate for a moment and hope that it brings out something big. And I'm going to go grab that out of the freezer and just use the restroom real quick. I got to pee, and I'll be back. Then we'll finish up this one, and then we will move to this one. The big boy, 4 autos, 4 mems, Spectra. Cannot wait for that. All right. Going to really quickly use the bathroom. Let me actually get some more top loaders out while I'm here. There we go. All right, going to use the restroom, and then I will be back, and we will go to the Mega that is marinating, and then Spectra. All right, B3. All the kids are sleeping. The dogs are even sleeping. Nobody's making a sound, which is rare. So we're good to go. The Nick highlights are playing with the TV on mute. I can't even look at the TV. I'm disgusted. All right, B3, here we go. Last mega. We left it marinating for a while. Let's hope it worked. Sometimes it does. And then we got Spectra, which is a big, big box. All right, here we go. Jamar Chase, Sexy Dexy, Singletary. Look at that. It worked. Miami. Bang. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah. Going out to Adam Light, the local guy. My buddy on the baseball board. You know, it's funny. He bought a couple of blasters. No, hangers, I think they were. So blasters or hangers off Walmart.com. And out of his first little, self-rip order that he got, he opened it and hit the Lamar Jackson downtown. And I was like, bro, you don't understand. That kind of luck doesn't exist. Like, sure, there's beginner's luck, but it takes a long time to hit a downtown. Like, don't be surprised if you don't hit another one for a while. And then bang, the cheetah. And I only know that this is a big card because I pulled the Donruss one. Braden did out of a cello. We found one Donruss cello and he pulled it. And yeah, well, he pulled this and it's $300. So break paid for, Adam. Your whole break is covered. Like the low comp is 300. Now for Optic, it's probably a little more, 350, 400. So your break paid for, sir. Congrats. So now we got to bump Jalen McMillan out of the back and shift everybody down because we got to make room front and center for Miami. Holy cow. It's been a while since we hit the downtown, so I'm glad we got one. Adam Light. Holy cow, brother. When I went to grab the seltzer too, I looked at my phone and there was a message from him like, didn't really hit much out of Bowman. Hopefully I do better in the break tonight. Well, check. You're good, bro. I had to bust his balls. All right, here we go. Who else would it be? The first green out is the guy who's been hot all night, Kamani Vidal, going out to Ox. Hopefully this kid gets a roll this year, man, because you got quite a few hits for him tonight. This guy's been hitting tonight. Cooper DeJean. Look at that. Look at what happens when you let a box marinate for a minute or two. Seems to always work, man. It works for us. All right, let's get the other Dolphins out here. I know we got a couple of them. Where are they at? There they are. Fins. Behind the cheetah downtown. Bang. All right, what else we got hiding in here? I see a little more color. And we got a patch. Treylon Burks, Aiden Hutchinson, Bryce Young, Run CMC, George Pickens, Myles Garrett on the lighted up, going out to David Matt. Nice little insert there. Rattler coming out for Benny Lamp. You got Jawar Jordan for Houston, Joe Lurch, Kyler Murray, Drake London, DK, Javarius Ward, AJ Barner coming out on more color for David Matt on Seattle. We got Rakestraw for the Gravedigger, Austin Eckler, Michael Pittman Jr., Trey Hendrickson, Tyjae, Mike Evans, Javon Bullard on the color match for Unky Boom. That is green hyper on green uni. Cade Stover coming out for Joe Lurch. Nice little base there. Marshawn Lloyd for Unky Boom. You got AJ Dillon, Chuba, Jacoby, Scary Terry, Xavier Worthy finally showing up On the diamond hands for B3, we got Jacob Cowing for Mr. Larissa. Trey Benson going out to Bogey. Jonathan Taylor. Brees Hall. Devonta Smith holding back Michael Wilson for the Arizona Cardinals on the hollow. Bang. Bogey on the board. The vet, Donruss Threads. Ladd McConkey on a hollow as the Chargers stay hot for Ox. Very nice. Anthony Gould for Jamie O'Hara and Keon Coleman for Adam Light. Coleman's having himself a good break too. He just got hot early, but you can't forget he had a nice bunch of hits too. Off in the corner. Dang, that was a pretty damn good box. May not be able to get an auto out of a mega, but we have hit a lot of downtowns out of the megas. That's kind of where most of our luck has come from with the downtowns. Downtowns coming from the megas, uptowns coming from the megas, and then all the other ultra rares coming out of the blasters. The blue glitter, the 100 emoji, the flame emoji, all the emoji stuff coming out of the blasters and the hangers. Although we got a blue glitter out of a hanger too, and it was the Drake May for Vanessa. But the megas seem to be where we're hitting our downtowns most. And I just found a whole ton more megas too, so that's good. We got a bunch of them. Maybe we'll do like another 10 mega break and do like a big downtown hunt for 401 because we've done pretty good with them. The megas have been good for us. Man, I'm so glad we hit a downtown. We needed that. Needed that to help this break. Not that the break was bad, but it just needed a big pick-me-up. Right before Spectra, too. That's perfect. Just set the table. Set the table for how damn hot this table has been, man. It's unreal what kind of a run we're on right now, actually. Wild. We hit the Caleb Williams Uptowns last break. That was Benny Lamp. But we've been getting like 3 or 4 ultra rares a break. We recently hit the Color Blast out of Phoenix for Blake Corum. That was a big one. It's been a good ride so far. All right, let's see how many more podiums we got and get this set up so we can get to Spectra. Well, Arizona's got a bunch. Good. Just getting the bench in order. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Okay. And then I got 4. Boom. All right, bench is set. Podiums are set. We are good to go. Damn. Who we missing? Drake, check. Caleb, check. JJ, check. Bo, Jaden, Penix. We got all 6, actually. That's good. All right. Here we go, B3. Spectra. I believe it's 4 packs, 4 cards per pack, 4 autos, 4 mems. One, 2, 3, 4. Empty box. Good luck, B3. Last. I guess the thick ones are on the bottom, right? So, I don't know. I'm going to leave it just like that. What's up, Mama? All right. Huh? Last box. What's up? Yeah. All right. First one up. Daniel Jones. 9 out of 10. One off the jersey number. Oh, dang. That's a cool looking card. Danny Dimes. 9 out of 10. Just made Cassidy laugh. The die cuts are so hard to get in sometimes. There it goes. All right. So G-Men on the board with a Daniel Jones die cut numbered 9 out of 10. I mean, I guess it's a gold. Usually gold is 9 out of 10. Beautiful card, though. We'll take it. Next one up is our auto, No Sean Moreno. What a beautiful auto that is. Metsy with a nice vet hit for the PC. No Sean. Beautiful auto. 21 out of 50. 21 out of 50 on the Spectral. Lost. Yeah. I mean, it came down to the wire again. They just... yeah. I just didn't see them pulling away, so I had a feeling it was going to be... They play better on the road. I don't know why. Metsy, nice hit. No Sean. All right, next one out. Going out to Minnesota and Alan Stein. Crunch. Randy Moss. On the patch. 50 out of 99 on the Randy. Crunch. There you go, Steiner. I mean, I know you want JJ, but Randy is a good start. Minnesota on the board. Next one out. Montez Sweat on the base. That is Chicago Adam Light. He hit it downtown. Yeah, Tyreek Hill. The cheetah. All right, next one out. Houston. Joe Lurch getting the Will Anderson on the Pulsar. 86 out of 99. Houston on the board. They needed a little pick-me-up. Very nice. We have more for Houston somewhere. There they are. And might as well pull this team out because they're hitting next. On the Jets, Wayne Maury picking up the RPA 3-color Braylon Allen, backup running back for the New York Jets. He got some work last year, looked pretty good. 22 out of 70. Something about that number. Deuce. Braylon Allen on the 2s. Nice hit, Wayne. Nice 3 colors on the RPA. Nice auto, too. Kid takes his time with it. Coming up next, Unky Boom, Dale Jansen on the Sunday Spectacles. Jordan Love with the patch, getting the Packers on the board. Sunday Spectacles, 79 out of 99. Can barely make it out, but it's right here behind the zebra. Dale Jansen and the Pack Attack on the board. Oh, we got something coming up for the Chiefs. There you go, Boom. Man, that Braylon Allen is a beautiful patch. All right, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy on the rookie. Not numbered. Just a prism. Going out to B3. Nice hit. I'll take it. There they are. All right, next one up, Lions. Dolphins, Jalen Wright. Team has been hot all night on the Pulsar. Jalen Wright, 79 out of 99. Bang. Adam Light staying hot. Just icing on the cake there, Adam. Ooh, this team has been hot all night too. Charles Wiley Oxendine, check it. Lad McConkey. Bang. 3-color, gorgeous patch. 31 out of 60. Bang. McConkey. That's a big one. That is a biggie for the Chargers and Ox. Your break is paid for. Been tough on Atlanta. A lot of base, nothing crazy. But the McConkey just put you over the edge, bro. Hell yeah. What a card. True RPA for Lad McConkey. 31 out of 60 on the true RPA. And McConkey had a great first year. A lot of volume. Very, very similar to Malik Neighbors. Bang. Big hit. Ox. Killer, dude. I don't even think I can fit that on the podium with him. Just kind of hopefully it'll rest there. There you go. That's the best I'm getting. Giants back on the board. Malik Neighbors. Next era. We'll take that. Spectra. 25 out of 75. Heck yeah. Leak. Giants break should just about be paid for. We'll take that all day. Next era, 25 out of 75. Leak for the boys. Bang. And the Danny Dimes to 10. Giants on fire. Trace Cartwright getting the Xavier Leggett. I thought it was numbered. It is not, but we're getting at least a rookie out of there. We'll take it. Trace on the Leggett base for Carolina. Let's get Carolina up there as well. Carolina. Seattle, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, Green Bay's got a huge stack. I forgot about that. Green Bay, lots of color behind that love spectacle. Spectacle love. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be our last auto. Monumental Devin Leary on the swatch. That is a beautiful card. Joe Lurch on the rookie QB. Devin Leary, monumental. 8 out of 75. She did. I told her to ask you. I was like, I don't know what she has planned. I was like, and I have a lot of work to do, but other than that, I was like, you got to talk to her. I have no idea. I didn't ask. She asked me when I was in the middle of setting up for this and trying to like catch the Knicks game out of the corner of my eye, and I just kind of was like, yeah, I don't know. Talk to Cassidy. I don't know what the plans are.
You know that I'm surprised I remember. As I remember, it was 10:15 at night, and I was supposed at that point. But you know better. I can't have anybody text me.
I know. I just pushed her off.
I mean, I don't mind going, but I also have losses I want to get done as well.
So why don't we just say no? Yeah, we can do that. Or we can go. I'm fine either way.
I think it depends on what time.
It's just that we also have games tomorrow, and then Sunday you're working all day, and then Monday we're going to my dad's. Like, it's a lot. But I'm good with whatever. As long as you're good with it. James Cook. James Cook coming out for Buffalo. Adam Light. Adam already crushing it, but hey, you might as well get Buffalo close to paid for too. Actually, that'll be break paid for Buffalo. I guarantee it because he's done so well on Keon Coleman already. James Cook, 3 out of 60 on the super low number, putting Buffalo over the top. I didn't want to show the last auto because I know it's down there, so that's why I kind of swapped the card. But you got rookie aura. Brock Bowers. Brian Friends needed that big time. Needed that one. Definitely needed that one. So Brock Bowers, rookie aura, 111 out of 125. So high number, probably not paid for a break, but Brian, it definitely helps. You needed it. You definitely needed it. Bang. Brock. Big rookie aura for Brock. Do I have any other Raiders at all in this stack? I don't know. No, we got not. That's the only Raider card we sleeved, so you definitely needed it. Now, there's only one other card for this team that I sleeved. But, yeah, only one other card that I sleeved for this team. But this team sat out there all the way to the end. All the way to the end. And now David Matt comes in, picks up his PC, just like I said earlier. Spectra is a great box for PC hits, right? And I was like, I figured David Matt would pick up the last two teams, Cleveland and Seattle, because his PC's there and Spectra has a tendency for big PC hits. Well, here we go on the color graphs. David Njoku. Bang. One of the bigger autos you can get out of the set on card color graphs. David Njoku to the Browns. Just 13 out of 15. Bang. Big hit for David Njoku and David Matt picking up his PC to help us close it out. A team that nobody expects to hit. Nobody jumps on because they don't think it'll hit. But in these big boxes like Spectra, when you got 4 autos, I said you'll usually get 2 for rookies and 2 vets. And we got exactly that. We got 1 for Braylon Allen on an RPA, 1 for Ladd McConkey on an RPA, Noshawn Moreno, a retired all-time great for Denver, and then a active veteran for the Browns, David Njoku, on the color graph, which is numbered just 13 out of 15. Great hit, David Matt. Congrats on the little PC hit. Some teams that we don't usually see hit picked up hits tonight, although the Jets have been smoking hot with Jordan Travis and now Braylon Allen. Bang. What a beautiful card that is. Holy cow. What a beauty. What a break, B3. Hey, that's Spectra for you, right? Am I right? Ladd McConkey, RPA, Braylon Allen, RPA, 2 very good rookies. Njoku, Noshawn, downtown. You got Randy Moss, Leak showing up, Danny Dimes to 10. Yeah, lots. McKinney showed up. Love showed up. Or sorry, Xavier Worthy showed up, not Xavier McKinney. Jordan Love. You also had Will Anderson, Brock Bowers. Damn, bro. What a break. Congrats to the hitters. Let's get a recap going. I think Tyreek Hill is still the winner. Or maybe it's Ladd McConkey. It might be Ladd. I'm putting Ladd at the bottom. Because they had 2 ultra rares too. That's just not fair. Yeah, Chargers definitely came out on top. Dolphins right behind them, though. Then you got the Browns right behind them. Braylon Allen right behind them. Right behind them is Noshawn. Right behind them is going to be Leak and Danny Dimes. Dang, what a break, B3. Holy cow. We saw some crazy stuff come out. What's next? I think we got to go Brock Bowers. Then you got to go with Randy. All right, we're almost there, B3. Almost there. What a break. Holy cow. That was wild. Still kind of like stunned by it. That Spectra box had some big time heat in it. Dang. All right, let's get the bench ready. We need 2 racks. Perfect. We got just enough. We are good. Gotta kill that fan. It was hot earlier, but now it's cooling off. Garbage out of the way. I think next what we'll do, B3, is we will go maybe 2 Donruss clearly and a combo of Optic, or maybe we go Donruss Megas times 10, half a case, and 1 clearly, and continue this mega downtown chase because it's gone really well for us when we've done it. We need to get another thing 100-point top loaders out while I'm at it. Might as well do that now since I'm here. There we go. Let's open that up real quick. take that out. I want to leave that in. There we go. Okay, got more of those in, so we're good. 55, we're good. 100 point, we're good. Oh, my screw popped out again. Why does that keep happening? Stop popping out on me. All right, good. Okay, that's done. Okay, good. Everything's done. All right, let's go through our recap, and then we're going to call it a night because I have games in the morning. But like I said, maybe we'll get one more listed. I probably won't break it until mail day is done, but we can get one more listed at least while we work on mail day. We can work on filling it. All right, let me get these boxes out of the way real quick, just because it's hard to move with 15 empty boxes on the floor. And then I'll be right back and we will finish up the recap. All right, let's get it done, B3. Recap time. Here we go. Congrats to our hitters on break 400. We had a gold number to 10, a downtown, a huge RPA. We did good. We did good, B3. We did good. All right, let's take it all the way down to there. Where's my list? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Joe Estrada made his long-awaited return. Tough night for him, though. We might have scared him away. Best Tutties, best buddies. Dak and CD. Jacob Cowing going out to Mr. Larissa. Blake Corum to Brian Graves. AJ Barner on a pink hollow. AJ Barner on a green hyper going out to Seattle. That's David Matt. More on him later. Spencer Rattler on the rated and the rookie recruits to Benny. Jamie O'Hara getting the Anthony Gould, then a silver or hollow Adonai Mitchell, green hyper Adonai Mitchell as well. Jeff Kalaji's getting a lot of Roman Wilson color. We got Roman on the base, Roman pink hollow, Roman on the purple scope, beautiful card. Tennessee, Joe Estrada as well, getting 3 pink hollows for all 3 rookies. Tavondre Sweat, JC Latham, Jaquan Jackson. Cincy, Joe Lurch getting Jermaine Burton on a primary, Jermaine Burton on a base rated, Jermaine Burton on a pink hollow. Trace Cartwright, long-awaited return as well. Hopefully we didn't scare him away too. Carolina struggled tonight, and usually they do very well. Jonathan Brooks on the rated, and Xavier Leggett on a base out of Spectra. B Friends, Jalen McMillan on a base, McMillan on a pink hollow, McMillan on a hollow. Nice night for Tampa with the color on McMillan, but Brian Friends did better on Vegas. More on him later. Bogey, Max Melton on the purple scope rated. You had Trey Benson on a base and a hollow, and then you had a Diamond Hands Maserati Marv and a Michael Wilson blue hyper Donruss Threads, the vet swatch. Going to the Jags, that is Harlan. You got BTJ on a 2014 Retro Series, but you also picked him up on the purple scope. That's a nice hit. Won't quite cover your cost unless you get a PSA 10 on it, but it definitely takes a dent out of it. Patriots, tough night for them with Mike Haralambis, Javon Baker, on the hidden potential, Jaheim Bell pink hollow, and a passing grade Drake May. Only one to come out. Adam Light, tough night as well on the Bears. Expensive team, and it crashed and burned. Montez Sweat on the base, and then Caleb came out one time on a rated. But don't feel so bad for Adam. He killed it tonight. More on him later. Also, more on Mike Haralambis later. He didn't do too bad. The Patriots didn't help him, but he did better on another team. Goody. Jerzon Newton on the pink hollow. Ben Sinnott 3 times on a rated. You got Luke McCaffrey and then 1 JD5. They got crushed as well. Goody, not used to that. He's been running a break-even streak on Washington for about 6 months. So he's got something big is coming for him. Jace McClellan, purple scope for Ox on the rated. You got MPJ, the other MPJ, Michael Penix Jr. on a rated, primary colors, and a My House. Not terrible for the Falcons, but again, Ox, don't worry about him. He did just fine. He crushed it later in the break. All right, here's that other team for Mike Haralambis I was talking about. Quinion Mitchell on a pink hollow for the Eagles. Will Shipley on a purple scope. Mike Haralambis, you got Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean on the hollow. Nice hit there. And DeJean on the first-year freshie. So Cooper DeJean has a lot of value. Eagles definitely helped Mike. But Patriots, not great. Same with the Chiefs for B3. Jaden Hicks came out on a pink, Xavier Worthy on a diamond hands, and then Xavier Worthy on the prism. It's not numbered out of Spectra. It's just a prism rookie. So not terrible, but definitely not great either. We did better on the Giants, though, so you'll see that later. Here's where we start to get into some of the nicer hits from Spectra. Houston, Joe Lurch getting the Cade Stover on the base. Kamari Lassiter, green hyper, and then Will Anderson on the Pulsar out of Spectra. Nice hit there, numbered 86 out of 99. So decent night for Houston, one of the lesser expensive teams. Decent night. Also for the Bills, this is Adam Light, Keon Coleman, Silver Hollow, Keon Coleman on the first-year freshie, and then James Cook on the Spectra Mosaic. Beautiful card, numbered 3 out of 60. One off the jersey number. More on Adam later. That wasn't his best team tonight. Going back to Joe Lurch. Joe Lurch with the Devontae Walker pink hollow. Nate Wiggins, the hidden potential. Nate Wiggins pink hollow. Devin Leary hidden potential. Devin Leary monumental hyper mem for the rookie, numbered 8 out of 75. Super low number. Beautiful card, helping Joe Lurch get some value back. Now we drop to the Packers. This is Unky Boom. Javon Bullard, pink hollow. Javon Bullard, green hyper. Nice color match. Marshawn Lloyd on the base. Marshawn Lloyd on the Optic hollow. And then Jordan Love on the Sunday Spectacle. Vet Mem. Nice green patch there. Numbered 79 out of 99. Really hard to make out the numbering, but there it is. Right behind the zebra, 79 out of 99. So that helped Unky Boom get on the board. Dropping to Alan Stein, black and gold breaks. He had a decent night. You had Dallas Turner on the base. Dallas Turner on the rookie recruits. J.J. McCarthy on a base. J.J. McCarthy on a primary colors. J.J. McCarthy, rookie phenom, blue hyper. And then Randy Moss on the crunch. Mem, 50 out of 99. Saved Allen from being a total bust with that JJ blue hyper. And then the Randy. Back to be friends. Beautiful card for Brock Bowers, the rookie aura. And that is numbered 111 out of 125. That saved his night. Be friends needed a pick-me-up, and that provided it. Going to the Giants. Now, this is the boys. So the Chiefs didn't do so well for me, but the boys did great on the Giants. Tyler Nubin coming out unabated. Theo Johnson unabated. Tyrone Tracy unabated. They got Malik Neighbors on the play action. Malik Neighbors on the pink hollow out of Optic. Malik Neighbors next era on the rookie mem. That is numbered just 25 out of 75. So nice low number. Then you got Danny Dimes on the gold or the globe, whatever it is. It's a die cut and it is numbered to 10. It is numbered 9 out of 10. So one off the jersey number, another card to add on the disappointed in Daniel Jones stack. But hey, it's a 9 out of 10. We'll take it. Hopefully, if he plays well for Indy, I'll be able to move some of that stuff. We drop to the Denver Broncos, another one of the really expensive quarterback teams. Metzi, haven't seen him in here in a while. We got Audric Estime, Troy Franklin on a pink hollow. We did see one Bo Nix on a lighted up, but the big hit came on a vet out of Spectra. Bang. No Sean Moreno on the Spectral. Just a beautiful card and definitely not one that has a ton of value, but it is a nice PC hit for a Broncos collector, and I know that's what Metzi is. 21 out of 50. Nice one to add to your PC Mets. Sorry I couldn't get you a big bow, but that is a nice little all-time great for the Broncos hit, so we'll take it. Next thing is the Jets. Now, this was Wayne Maury hopping in late on one of the last spot mojo teams. Braylon Allen coming out on a pink hollow, but even better than that is the Braylon Allen Spectra RPA 3-color patch with a beautiful all-on sticker auto. Didn't come off at all. Beautiful card, number 22 out of 70, and there's always something about that number, 22. That is my favorite number, the number that everyone in my family has worn for sports. It's the lucky number for my family. My grandparents were born on the 22nd, my grandmothers, both my mom's mom and my dad's mom. It's a number that is very special. So nice hit, Wayne Maury. Happy for you, brother. That was a good one on a last spot mojo snag. Light it up. Myles Garrett, big time PC guy for the Brownies, but David Matt on the official last spot mojo, picking up the absolutely gorgeous pink color graph on card auto. David Njoku, one of the harder cards to get out of Spectra, one of the lower numbered, just 13 out of 15 on the color graph. Color Sphere is the ultra rare. Color Graphs is one of the really, really hard to hit autos. So that's a beautiful card. David, Matt, thanks for closing us out. Happy we could repay you. Now, going back to Adam Light, I said he wasn't done yet. He was not. Chop Robinson, green hyper on Miami. Adam grabbed Miami super late. He texted me on the way home like, hey, throw me on Miami too and add it to my tab. I'll send it over. I want to help close it out. Well, he helped close it out when there was 4 or 5 teams left. And it pulled through. Chop Robinson, green hyper. Jalen Wright rated. Jalen Wright on the tie-dye hyper out of Spectra. That was numbered 79 out of 99. But then the biggest hit for him was the other receiver, the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill on the downtown. Beautiful card. Comps out at about 350 to 400. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful card. Nice hit. Adam Light. Break paid for, sir. And then last but not least, you got Ox. He had the Falcons and the Chargers. Falcons were not so great for him, but the Chargers crushed it. Kamani Vidal had himself a day. Kamani Vidal base. Kamani Vidal on the green hyper. Kamani Vidal on the purple scope. 1 per box out of the hanger. Kamani Vidal on the ultra rare blue glitter out of Optic. Absolutely gorgeous card. Look at that sparkle, baby. Ultra rare. Kamani Vidal. Then you have Lad McConkey Lad McConkey on the hollow, beautiful card. And then last but not least, Lad McConkey on the RPA. 3-color, a little bit of powder blue, baby blue with the gold and the white. Beautiful auto. Ran off sticker just a little bit there on the tail of the L, but a beautiful card. And that thing is numbered just 31 out of 60. Break paid for, Ox. And that's that. That's the break, B3. So table stays hot. I'm going to officially say it. The B3 break table stays freaking hot. Break 400 in the books. Break 401, I think, is going to look a lot like 10 megas and 10 megas, a hobby, and a totally certified hobby as well. That's what I think we'll do. I think we'll do totally certified hobby, Donruss clearly hobby, and 10 megas, and see if we can get another downtown or two. Look out for that some point tomorrow. That'll go up on the page. All right, B3. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting break 400 closed out so we could break tonight. Spectra did not disappoint. B3, love you guys. Have yourself a fine Memorial Day weekend. Try to take it easy, not, drive yourself nuts like I'm about to do this weekend. Try to take some time off and relax. I'm just a glutton for punishment. And when the kids are busy, they're happy. And then, when they're happy, I'm happy. So it's only so many weekends when they're this little that they're going to want to be spending with us and that we're going to have when they're young. So might as well take advantage. All right, B3, go enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your family and your loved ones. And thank a veteran for all that they do, all that they did, and all that they do to sacrifice so that we can do what we enjoy doing, like things like this, the freedoms we have. There is a debt that is paid by some that is unfathomable to me. And, thankful for them, thankful for their service. And, thank a veteran. Thank a veteran at some point this weekend when you get the chance. All right, B3. Love you guys. B3. We out.